All right, friends, buckle up. Welcome to How to Take Immediate Control of Your Mental, Emotional, Physical, and Financial Destiny. I am thrilled you're joining me on this journey. For years, I've been traveling the world, sharing the same message with everyone from students to CEOs. You have the power to reshape your life, starting now. This isn't just another self-help book filled with fluffy theories. This is a practical guide, a toolbox filled with actionable strategies that you can implement immediately. Forget about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for a stroke of luck. The perfect moment is now, and luck favors those who take control. We're going to dive deep into understanding the forces that shape your reality, your thoughts, your feelings, your body, and your finances, and, more importantly, how to steer them in the direction you desire. I know it sounds like a tall order, doesn't it? Maybe you're thinking, yeah, right, easier said than done. Well, let me tell you a secret. Everything is easier said than done until you do it. And that's what we're going to focus on. This book is designed to be less of a lecture and more of a conversation, a roadmap for building the life you deserve. No complex jargon, no confusing concepts. Just straightforward advice and real-world examples that anyone can understand. Think of it like this. You're the architect of your own life. Right now, you might be living in a house built on shaky foundations, filled with blueprints you didn't even design. Maybe someone else chose the colors, the materials, even the location. This book is about tearing up those old blueprints and drafting your own, a plan for a life built on strength, resilience, and genuine happiness. So what can you expect to get out of reading, and more importantly, using this book? First, you'll gain a powerful understanding of how your thoughts and emotions directly influence your reality. We'll explore simple techniques to reprogram negative thought patterns and cultivate a more positive, empowering mindset. Next, we'll tackle emotional regulation. You'll learn to manage stress, overcome fear, and build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. We'll talk about how taking care of your physical well-being isn't just about fitting into a pair of jeans, though that's a nice bonus. It's about building a foundation of energy and vitality that supports all aspects of your life. And finally, we'll address your financial destiny. You'll learn practical strategies for managing your money, breaking free from debt, and creating a future of financial security. Are you ready to take control? I am here to guide you. All right, let's do this. Get ready, because you're about to take the wheel of your life. Chapter 1, The Driver's Seat, Understanding Destiny's Blueprint. Look around you. See everything you've created, big or small. Now let's get one thing straight. Destiny isn't some mystical force pulling you along. It's not a pre-written script you have to blindly follow. Forget that nonsense. Destiny, my friend, is the sum of all the choices you make, every single day. It's the accumulation of your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your habits. You are the architect of your own life, the captain of your ship, the artist painting your own masterpiece. Think of it like this. Imagine you're building a house. You don't just sit back and hope walls magically appear, do you? No! You decide on a blueprint, gather materials, and then, brick by brick, nail by nail, you create something amazing. Your life is exactly the same. You design it, you build it. Now let's talk about that blueprint, your life. It's made up of different pieces, crucial aspects that all need your attention. Mental, your thoughts, beliefs, and mindset. Are you filling your mind with positivity or negativity? Are you believing in your potential or dwelling on limitations? Emotional, your feelings, your resilience, and your ability to connect with others. Can you manage your emotions effectively? Are you building strong, supportive relationships? Physical, your health, your energy levels, and your well-being. Are you fueling your body with nutritious foods? Are you exercising and taking care of yourself? Financial, your relationship with money, your financial stability, and your future security. Are you managing your money wisely? Are you working towards financial freedom? Each of these aspects is a crucial piece of the puzzle. When one area is neglected, it affects all the others. It's like a car. If one tire is flat, the whole ride is bumpy. That's why we need to address them all. Let's say, for instance, that John is struggling financially. He feels stressed and worried all the time. This affects his mental health. leading to negative thoughts and self-doubt. He starts eating unhealthy comfort food and stops exercising, impacting his physical well-being. This creates a downward spiral. But guess what? John can change it. He can start by taking small steps to improve his financial situation, like creating a budget or seeking financial advice. This can reduce his stress, improve his mental health, and motivate him to start exercising again. See how it works? The power is in your hands to assemble this puzzle exactly as you envision it. You get to choose the colors, the shapes, the design. You're not a passenger. You're the driver. Embrace this truth and get ready to take control, because your amazing life is waiting for you. Let's go! Alright, champion, let's dive into Chapter 2, Mental Muscle, Rewiring Your Thoughts for Success. Listen up, because this is huge. Your brain? It's not just some squishy thing inside your head. It's your personal superpower. But like any muscle, it needs to be trained. And the first step? Recognizing the weeds in your mental garden. Think of it like this. Imagine a gardener meticulously tending to their prize-winning roses. But what happens if they let weeds run wild? Those nasty weeds steal the sunlight, suck up the nutrients, and choke the life right out of those beautiful roses. Negative thoughts are those weeds. They're those sneaky little voices whispering, "You can't do it. You're not good enough. What if you fail?" They're holding you back. So how do we pull these weeds? First, you've got to identify them. Start paying attention to the thoughts you're having. Keep a mental note. Or better yet, jot them down in a journal. What are you saying to yourself when you face a challenge? Are you focusing on what could go wrong or what could go right? For example, let's say Antonio is about to give a presentation. A negative thought weed might creep in. "I'm going to mess this up. Everyone will think I'm an idiot." See how nasty that weed is? It's draining Antonio's energy and confidence. Now, the real magic happens when we don't just acknowledge those negative thoughts, but we challenge them. We rip them out by the roots. How? By replacing them with positive, empowering beliefs. Turn that weed into a vibrant, life-affirming flower. Instead of, "I'm going to mess this up," Antonio can immediately retort to himself, "I've prepared well. I know my material. I'm going to deliver this presentation with confidence and share my knowledge with the world." This isn't just about being positive for the sake of it. It's about choosing thoughts that empower you, that fuel your actions, that propel you forward. Think of it as mental weightlifting. Each time you challenge a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, you're building mental muscle. You're rewiring your brain for success. This takes practice, folks. It won't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you can transform your thinking, transform your life, and unleash the giant within. So get out there and start strengthening that mental muscle. You got this. All right, friend, let's dive into Chapter 3, Emotional Intelligence, the Key to Relationships and Resilience. Are you ready to unlock the incredible power within you? Because that's exactly what we're about to do. Think of emotions like flashing lights on your car's dashboard. They're not there to annoy you. They're there to tell you something important. Fear? It might be telling you to be cautious. Anger? Maybe a boundary's been crossed. Sadness? It could be time to nurture yourself. Ignoring these signals is like driving with your eyes closed. You're headed for trouble. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is about understanding those signals, your signals, and learning to navigate them. It's also about tuning into other people's dashboards. When you understand and empathize with what others are feeling, bam, relationships become smoother, deeper, and more fulfilling. Imagine this. John gets passed over for a promotion. He feels frustrated and angry. A low EQ response might be to storm into his boss's office and yell. But with a high EQ, John takes a deep breath, acknowledges his anger, and then tries to understand why he feels that way. Maybe he genuinely believed he deserved the promotion and feels undervalued. Instead of lashing out, he schedules a meeting to calmly discuss his performance and his career goals. See the difference? Better results! EQ isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about managing them. Here's another example. Imagine your friend Lisa is going through a tough time. Instead of offering unsolicited advice, just stay positive. Practice empathy. Listen actively. Validate her feelings. That sounds really difficult, Lisa. And offer your support. I'm here for you if you need anything. This simple act builds trust and strengthens your bond. Understand? Resilience, bouncing back from setbacks, is also deeply connected to EQ. When things go wrong, and they inevitably will, being able to understand and process your emotions is crucial. It allows you to learn from the experience, adapt, and move forward with strength and wisdom. If you can do it now, imagine the possibilities that lie ahead. So ask yourself, when you are feeling a certain way, what does it signal to you, and what should your move be? Alright, champion, let's dive headfirst into Chapter 4, Fueling Your Body, the Foundation for Physical Energy. Listen up, because this is huge. You can have the most amazing dreams and plans, but if your body's running on empty, you're not going anywhere fast. Think of your body like a high-performance race car. You wouldn't put cheap gas in it, would you? You'd want the premium stuff, right? It's the same here. We're not talking about becoming a fitness model overnight. We're talking about making simple, sustainable changes that will skyrocket your energy levels and put a permanent smile on your face. Nutrition, power up from within. Forget complicated diets. Let's keep this simple. Think real food, not processed junk. Load up on fruits and vegetables. They're crammed with vitamins and minerals, your body's essential building blocks. Imagine building a house with cheap materials versus solid brick. Which one's gonna last? Exactly. Choose the brick of real food. Example, instead of grabbing a sugary donut for breakfast, try a bowl of oatmeal with berries and a handful of nuts. It's an energy boost that will have you flying high all morning. Exercise. Move your body, free your mind. You don't need to spend hours at the gym. Even 15 to 20 minutes of brisk walking, dancing, or jumping jacks can make a world of difference. Movement sparks energy and increases overall body function. It's like turning on the lights and getting the systems firing in all cylinders again. Example, take the stairs instead of the elevator. Do jumping jacks during TV commercials. A little movement goes a long way. Sleep. Recharge and rejuvenate. Don't underestimate the power of sleep. Shoot for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Sleep is when your body repairs itself and recharges. Imagine trying to drive your car all night without refueling. You'd run out of gas, right? Your body is the same. Example, create a relaxing bedtime routine. Take a warm bath, read a book, and avoid screens at least an hour before bed. These aren't massive, overwhelming changes. These are simple habits you can weave into your daily life. Start small, celebrate your wins, and watch your energy levels soar. You've got this. It's time to unlock your physical potential. All right, champion. Let's talk money. Not because money buys happiness, it doesn't, but because it buys options. Financial stress robs you of focus, energy, and even health. So, we're going to wrestle back control. Starting now. Chapter 5. Financial Awareness. Taking control of your money story. Think of your financial life as a story. Is it a thriller filled with anxiety? A comedy of errors with constant surprises? Or could it be an empowering success story, one you're actively writing? The good news is, you get to choose. First, let's get real. We're not talking about becoming Warren Buffett overnight. We're talking about understanding where your money actually goes. This is your Financial Inventory Day. Step 1. Know your ins and outies. Grab a pen and paper or your favorite budgeting app. For 1 month, track everything. I mean, everything. That latte? Write it down. The gum? Write it down. Don't judge yourself. Just observe. This is about awareness. Example, imagine John. John thought he spent maybe $50 a week on lunch. Tracking it revealed he was blowing almost $100. Reality check. Step 2. The spending audit. At the end of the month, look at where your money fell. Categorize it. Housing, food, transportation, entertainment, stuff I didn't need. Be brutal, be honest. Step 3. Identify the money leaks. These are the small, seemingly insignificant expenses that add up. Subscriptions you forgot about? Impulse buys? These are your targets. Example. John realized his $15 per month streaming service that he has completely forgot was an easy fix. Step 4. Create a simple budget. This isn't about restriction, it's about direction. Allocate your income to your essential expenses, rent, food, etc. Then, decide how much you want to save and invest. Even $25 a month is a huge start. Finally, allocate what's left to your fun money. The stuff that makes you happy. Example: John, after identified his money leaks, start allocating $25 per month into investment portfolio. Remember, small changes consistently applied create huge results. We're not after perfection, we after progress. You got this. And I'm here cheering you every step of the way. Now get out there and take control of that money story. Let's write a bestseller. All right, champion, let's talk goals. Chapter 6, The Power of Goals, Mapping Your Journey to Success. Listen up, because this is where the magic happens. Want to wander aimlessly through life? Didn't think so. Goals are your GPS, your compass, your fiery engine blasting you towards the life you deserve. They give you direction, purpose, and that incredible feeling of accomplishment as you smash through each milestone. Think of it. You're driving, right? Without a destination punched into your GPS, you're just driving, burning gas, wasting time, and ending up where? Who knows? Goals are that destination. They tell you where you're going and give you the fuel to get there. Now we're not just talking about, I want to be happy. That's fluff. We're talking about concrete, clear, achievable goals in every area of your life. Let's break it down. Mental. What do you want to learn? A new language? A coding skill? A specific area of history? Make it specific. I will spend 30 minutes learning Spanish every day this week. Emotional. How do you want to feel? More confident? More peaceful? What will you do actively to cultivate those feelings? I will practice mindfulness for 10 minutes each morning to reduce anxiety. Physical. What does your ideal healthy body look and feel like? Losing weight, gaining strength, running a marathon. I will exercise for 30 minutes, 3 times per week. Financial. Where do you want to be financially? Debt-free, buying a house, investing for the future. I will save $100 from each paycheck this month. Now, big goals can be scary, right? It's like staring at Mount Everest. That's why we break them down, like climbing a ladder, rung by rung. Your huge, audacious dream? Chop it into smaller, manageable steps. Let's say John wants to write a book. His big goal. Too vast? Absolutely. Break it down. Step 1. Brainstorm ideas for 30 minutes. Step 2. Create chapter topics. 5 chapters. Step 3. Write 2 pages for the first chapter. See? Suddenly it's doable. And with each small step, you build momentum. You build confidence. You prove to yourself that you are capable. And that, my friend, is powerful. So grab a pen, grab a paper, and start mapping your journey. Define your why. Why is this goal important to you? What will it do for your life? When you connect with your why, you unlock an energy you never knew you had. It's time to start living intentionally. Let's go! All right, champion. Are you ready to unlock the secrets to unstoppable momentum? Let's dive headfirst into the incredible power of habits. Chapter 7. The Habit Loop. Building positive momentum every day. Every single day, you're running on autopilot more than you realize. That's because your life is built on habits. The good, the bad, and the meh. These habits dictate your actions, your results, and, ultimately, your destiny. But here's the electrifying truth. You are not a prisoner of your habits. You can consciously design them to work for you, not against you. So what's this habit loop everyone's talking about? It's super simple. Cue, routine, reward. Cue. This is the trigger that kicks off the habit. It could be a time of day, a feeling, a location, or even another action. Think of it as the starting gun at a race. Routine. This is the actual behavior or action you perform. It could be brushing your teeth, checking social media, or going for a run. Reward. This is the payoff you get from the routine. It can be a feeling of satisfaction, a burst of energy, or even a sense of comfort. Example time. Imagine John wants to start exercising more. Cue. John puts on his running shoes immediately when he's back from work. Routine. He goes for a 30-minute run. Reward. He feels energized and proud of himself. The key to changing habits is to understand each part of the loop. Want to ditch that late-night snacking? Identify the cue. Boredom, watching TV. Replace the routine, grab some nuts instead of chips, and still get a reward, the feeling of being in control. Remember this: small hinges swing big doors. Start with tiny habits. Want to read more? Start with reading 1 page a day. Want to exercise? Do 5 minutes. The key is consistency. Celebrate those small wins, my friend. Each tiny victory builds momentum and confidence. You are creating the life you deserve, one habit at a time. Now go out there and plant those seeds. All right, champion, let's dive headfirst into Chapter 8, Mastering Communication, Connecting with Others Authentically. Listen up, because this chapter is pure gold. You've got dreams, right? Well, getting them realized isn't a solo act. It involves connecting authentically with others, understanding them, and being understood. Communication isn't just talking. It's creating a bridge. Ready to start building? Active listening, here to understand, not just respond. Forget waiting for your turn to speak. Truly listening means giving your full attention. Ditch the distractions. Make eye contact. Nod to show you're engaged. And, most importantly, seek to understand their perspective, not just formulate your reply. Example: think about Tom, who is always interrupting his colleagues in meetings. He's so busy thinking about his response that he misses crucial information. Tom needs to practice active listening. He needs to really hear what his team is saying to collaborate effectively and improve his own work. Clear speaking: say what you mean and mean what you say. This ain't rocket science. Be clear, concise, and direct. Avoid jargon or complicated language that will confuse people. Organize your thoughts before you speak. Choose your words carefully. Example: ever been in a situation where someone rambles on and you have no idea what they want? Don't be that person. If you need to ask your boss for extra time on a project, don't beat around the bush. Say, I'd like to request an extension on this project until Friday because of reason. Boom. Clear, direct, and respectful. Assertive communication: respect yourself and others. Assertiveness is the sweet spot between being passive, letting others walk all over you, and aggressive, bulldozing over others. It means standing up for your needs and opinions respectfully. It's about expressing yourself honestly without belittling or attacking the other person. Use I statements. I feel emotion when situation because reason. Example: imagine someone keeps interrupting your work with non-urgent requests. Instead of exploding or silently seething, try saying, I feel frustrated when I'm interrupted during my focused work time because it disrupts my concentration. Could we agree on specific times for you to reach out unless it's a true emergency? You state how you feel and the specific impact. That's it, champ. Now get communicating. All right, champion. Let's dive headfirst into Chapter 9, Overcoming Obstacles, Turning Setbacks into Stepping Stones. Listen, setbacks are inevitable. It's not a matter of if you'll face them, but when. The real question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let them crush you, or are you going to use them to propel you forward? I'm here to tell you that every single obstacle, every single failure, is potential fuel for your fire. Think about it this way. Imagine a sculptor. They start with a block of marble. Initially, it's just a rock. But through chipping, carving, and refining, they transform that raw material into a masterpiece. Your life is no different. The chips are the setbacks, the rejections, the moments you feel like giving up. But those are the very things that refine you, that shape you into the incredible person you are destined to be. So how do we turn these setbacks into stepping stones? It starts with mindset. 1. Reframe the narrative. Don't see a setback as a full stop. See it as a comma. It's a pause, not an ending. A comma gives you a chance to breathe, to reassess, and to adjust your course. Instead of thinking, I failed, think, okay, that didn't work. What can I learn from this? Let's say John applies for a promotion and doesn't get it. Instead of wallowing, he asks for feedback. He discovers he needs to improve his presentation skills. That rejection became a roadmap. 2. Stress, anxiety, and fear. Handle the pressure when stress hits. Remember basic self-care. The power of breath. Take slow, deep breaths to calm the nervous system. Move your body. Exercise diffuses stress hormones and lifts your mood. Find a cooling activity, things that help you relax, like reading or playing music. 3. Break it down. Overwhelmed by a challenge? Break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Focus on one step at a time. 4. Embrace the yet. Add the word yet to your vocabulary. "I can't do this" becomes "I can't do this yet." That small word opens up possibilities. Remember, your success story is not written in a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected bumps in the road. But it's those very challenges that make the journey worthwhile and make you you. Now go out there with passion, grit, and resilience and turn every obstacle into an opportunity. I believe in you. Now believe in yourself. All right, champion, let's dive headfirst into a pool of gratitude. I'm talking Chapter 10, The Power of Gratitude, Cultivating a Positive Mindset. Get ready to flip the script on your life and watch the magic happen. Look around you right now. What do you see? Maybe it's your phone you're reading this on. Maybe it's the roof over your head. Maybe it's the beating of your own heart. These are all things to be grateful for. You see, gratitude isn't some fluffy woo-woo concept. It's a powerful force. Think of it this way. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant weeds of negativity, that's what will grow. But if you cultivate seeds of gratitude, you'll blossom into a magnificent, resilient being. Gratitude shifts your focus like a spotlight, moving it away from what you don't have and beaming it onto the incredible things you do have. It's a choice, a muscle you can build. Let's say Mark is down because he didn't get a promotion. Instead of wallowing, Mark can choose to be grateful for his current job, the skills he's learning, the colleagues he enjoys, and the paycheck that supports him and family. See the difference? One path leads to despair, the other to opportunity. Here are some quick exercises to get you started today. Gratitude journal. Grab a notebook and write down 3 things you're grateful for every single day. Doesn't matter how big or small. The sunrise, a kind word, a funny meme, everything counts. Gratitude jar. Decorate a jar and fill it with notes of gratitude. When you're feeling down, pull one out and remember all the good things in your life. Gratitude walk. As you walk, actively look for things to be grateful for in your surroundings. The trees, the birds, the fresh air, people smiling. Express gratitude to others. Tell someone you appreciate them. A simple thank you can brighten their day and yours. Thank your family, friend, colleague, and even stranger who help you at any point of time. Remember, gratitude is a magnet. When you are truly grateful, you attract more positivity, more opportunity, and more abundance into your life. It's like the universe is saying, "Oh, you appreciate what you have? Here's more." So get out there, my friend, and start practicing gratitude. It's time to unlock the extraordinary power within you and create a life overflowing with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. You've got this. Now let us get on to the next chapter. All right, champion, buckle up because we're diving into a power zone today. The incredible, essential world of relationships. This isn't just fluff. This is the stuff that makes life truly worth living. Without solid relationships, we're like a lone engine sputtering in neutral. Let's get that engine roaring. Chapter 11, The Importance of Relationships, Building Your Support Network. Think of your life as a building, a magnificent skyscraper. What's holding it up? The foundation, right? Well, in your life, relationships are that foundation. They're the bedrock of support, the scaffolding that helps us grow, and the safe haven where we can truly be ourselves. Why are they so vital? Because we are, at our core, social creatures. We crave connection, understanding, and belonging. Think about a time you were truly happy. Chances are that happiness was shared with someone you cared about. Nurturing existing relationships. Don't neglect the garden you've already planted. Your family, close friends, these are your OG support team. Text someone to check in. Actually listen when they talk about their day. Small gestures, consistently, create magic. Make time for regular connection, even if it's just a quick phone call or coffee date. Imagine John, who used to be so caught up in his career that he barely spoke to his parents. He started calling them every Sunday. Now they're closer than ever, and he feels so much more grounded. Building new connections. Don't be afraid to branch out. Join a club, take a class, volunteer your time. These are all amazing opportunities to meet like-minded people. Remember that first impressions matter, but authenticity matters more. Be genuine, be interested, and don't be afraid to be yourself. Be like Maria, who joined a hiking group despite feeling a little shy. Now she has a group of friends who share her passion and support her dreams. Tips for building trust. Be honest and transparent. Keep your promises. Show empathy and understanding. Be reliable and consistent. Resolving conflicts. Conflicts are inevitable. Every relationship will have bumps in the road. The key is to address them constructively. Listen actively. Try to understand the other person's perspective, and communicate your own needs clearly and respectfully. Remember, the goal isn't to win, but to find a solution that works for both of you. Fostering healthy interdependence. Independence is great, but interdependence is powerful. It's realizing that we can rely on others for support, and they can rely on us. Champions relationships aren't always easy. They require effort, patience, and commitment. But trust me, the rewards are immeasurable. Invest in your relationships, and you'll build a life filled with love, support, and unwavering strength. Now go out there and nurture those connections. You've got this. Okay, get ready to ignite your inner powerhouse, because we're diving into Chapter 12, leveraging your strengths, discovering your unique abilities. Listen up, folks. You are not a carbon copy. You are a limited edition, a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Buried inside of you, right now, lie strengths and abilities waiting to be unleashed. Are you ready to uncover them? For too long, we focused on fixing our weaknesses. Nonsense! Let's flip the script. Imagine trying to win a race only focusing on fixing the problems with the tires. What about unleashing the engine's raw power? That's your strengths. What do you do effortlessly that others struggle with? What makes you lose track of time because you're utterly absorbed? Think about young Alex, who helped his grandmother in the grocery store. He wasn't the tallest or strongest, which limited him to do most of the jobs in the store. But he had the most beautiful and natural smile. He was very talented in customer service, so his grandmother decided to give him cash register job. Instantly, store sales and revenue has increased drastically, and his grandmother gave him his own store after his excellent job. What if you have that kind of strength in you? Here's the key: self-awareness. Take time to reflect. Ask yourself these questions. What compliments do I regularly receive? Which tasks energize me rather than drain me? What problems am I naturally good at solving? Maybe you have a knack for simplifying complex information. Perhaps you are a natural at connecting with people, or that you have amazing drawing skills. Whatever it is, identify it. Once you've identified your strengths, it's time to strategically harness them. Seek opportunities where you can use your gifts, use them to improve your current situation, or solve the community problems with. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and explore new avenues with passion. The more you use your strengths, the stronger they become. Embrace your uniqueness, celebrate your abilities, and watch as new doors swing open. Now go out there and shine. Unleash your inner genius and make the world a more brilliant place just by being uniquely you. All right, buckle up, because we're about to supercharge your financial future. Chapter 13, Financial Strategies for the Future, Investing in Your Freedom. Listen, your financial freedom isn't some distant dream. It's a reality you can build, brick by brick. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building a solid foundation of financial security that empowers you to live life on your terms. Building long-term financial security shouldn't be intimidating. It's about understanding the game and then playing it smart. Think of your money as seeds. You plant them, nurture them, and watch them grow into a field of abundance. But you can't just scatter them randomly. You need a plan. First, let's talk investment principles. The golden rule? Diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spreading your investments across different asset classes, like stocks, bonds, and real estate, lowers your risk. Example: imagine John only invested in a single tech company. If that company tanks, so does his entire investment. But if John diversified, a downturn in one area gets balanced out by growth in another. Next, think long-term. Investing isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Forget the hype and focus on consistent, steady growth over time. The roller coaster of the market? Don't freak out. Over the long haul, the market tends to go up. Now, what are your options? Stocks give you a piece of ownership in a company. Bonds are like lending money to a government or corporation. Mutual funds pool money from many investors to invest in a variety of stocks or bonds. Great for instant diversification. Real estate can provide rental income and appreciation. Your risk tolerance is key here. Are you comfortable with some ups and downs for the potential of higher returns? Or are you more conservative, preferring a safer, slower growth path? There's no right or wrong answer. It's about what suits you. Finally, consider consulting a financial advisor. A professional can help you create a personalized investment strategy that aligns with your goals and risk tolerance. Ready to plant those seeds and grow your financial freedom? Let's create the life you deserve. All right, champion. Let's dive into Chapter 14, The Art of Decision-Making, making choices that align with your values. Your life right now is the sum total of all the decisions you've ever made. Powerful, isn't it? But even more powerful is knowing that every future moment, every opportunity staring you in the face, is another chance to steer that ship. No more drifting. We're taking the wheel. Think about this. Bad decisions don't make you a bad person. They're just bad decisions. The key is learning from them, and, more importantly, learning how to make better ones. And that, my friend, all starts with you. Your values. What truly matters to you. Let's try this. Imagine you're offered a new job. It pays incredible money, way more than you're making now. But it requires you to work insane hours, leaving you no time for your family, your hobbies, or your health. Before you jump at the cash, ask yourself, what are my core values? Is family time a huge priority? Is your health non-negotiable? Is having time for hobbies essential to your happiness? If the answer is yes to any of those, and this job will steal those things from you, then that big salary comes at a huge cost. It's a cost that's directly connected to the happiness and quality of your life. I know, it sounds simple, but try it. Make a list of the consequences of each option. Write down pros and cons. But here's the kicker. Don't just think about it in terms of money or social status. Think about it in terms of how that choice will impact the things you value most: the time, the love, the happiness. Finally, the moment of truth. Trust your gut. Intuition is that quiet voice inside you that might disagree with the pros/cons list. This is your internal guidance system trying to get your attention. Does the decision feel right? Listen, you already know what's best for you. So, get clear on your values, weigh the consequences, and listen to that incredible intuition inside you, because it never lies. It's time to make confident decisions and start building the life you deserve. Go get 'em! All right, let's do this. Get ready to ignite your power. Because we're diving headfirst into the most exciting chapter yet, living your best life, creating a legacy of purpose and impact. You've made it this far. You've grasped the tools, honed your skills, and started rewiring your mind. Now it's time to unleash the full force of your potential. It's time to paint the masterpiece that is your best life. Forget just existing. We're talking about thriving. We're talking about living a life so vibrant, so meaningful, it leaves a mark on the world long after you're gone. What mark do you want to leave? Think about it. What truly matters to you? What gets you fired up in the morning? What injustice makes your blood boil? That feeling, that passion, that's a compass pointing you towards your purpose. Creating a legacy isn't about becoming famous or rich, although those things might happen. It's about contributing something positive, something lasting. It's about using your unique gifts to make the world a little brighter, a little better. Maybe it's volunteering at a local shelter. Maybe it's mentoring a young person. Maybe it's starting a business that solves a problem. Maybe it's simply being a loving and supportive family member. No matter how big or small, every act of kindness, every moment of connection contributes to your legacy. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Embrace the chaos, the uncertainty, and start now. Take one small step today towards living a life of purpose. Think about your favorite fruit tree. It doesn't just think about bearing fruit. It blossoms, attracting bees to pollinate, and eventually the fruit appears. All as a result of taking inspired action. What actionable step can you take today? What small act of kindness, what project, what conversation will move you closer to that vision of your best life? Remember, your best life isn't some distant destination. It's a journey. And the journey starts with a single, powerful decision. The decision to live purposefully, to make an impact, and to create a legacy that you can be proud of. So go out there and live boldly, give generously, love fiercely, and never, ever underestimate the power you have to change the world. Your best life is waiting for you. Now go get it